Welcome everyone in today's video. So today I'm gonna explain to you a game which is played between the Nayak Rajesh versus Domaraju Gukesh in the year 2017 in Bhopal International Grandmaster Tournament. So Gukesh was black in this game, and we will see this game from the black's point of view. So Nayak Rajesh played with the move pawn e4. Gukesh goes for the move pawn c6, and after the move d4 and d5, we are in the Caro-Kann defense territory. Now he go for the move knight d2. Okay, the knight c3 or knight d2, there is no difference. You are just protecting the e4 pawn. Pawn takes e4, knight takes e4, and he go for the move knight f6. Knight takes f6, and Domaraju Gukesh played e takes f6. So this is called a Tartakower variation in the Caro-Kann defense. The idea behind of this pawn takes, you will think that hey, the pawn structure get doubled, right? Okay, but in that exchange, first of all, our bishops are open, and because of this f6 pawn, we will get a bit of extra protection if we go for the short castling. He go for the move pawn c3 just to give the extra protection to this pawn and to make the room for the bishop d3. Now over here the bishop d3 immediately is not possible because of the queen takes e4. So pawn c3, black played the move bishop d6, bishop d3, bishop e6. So you can see that how he just placing his pieces. Now the queen c7 comes, knight d7, very easy to play with the black over here. Knight e2, queen c7. Now you will realize why he go for the move knight e2 rather than the move knight f3. Because if you go for the move knight f3, then there is a bishop g4. First of all, it will pinch the knight, and the h2 square always will be vulnerable because of this two guys. So that is the reason the knight e2, and when he go for the move queen c7, there is a move knight g3 comes, which shuts this diagonal and keeps open this diagonal, so that in the future maybe the queen can come on the h5 to attack. But before he going for the castling, black stops this idea, pawn g6, and after this pawn g6 moves, it stops the idea of the move knight jumps as well. But now the knight go for the move knight e4. Yeah, now the white is not castled, so he can go for this kind of a move. So because the h2 pawn is not weakened as such, white is attacking on the f6 pawn. So simple bishop e7 just to protect it. Castle, black castle, queen f3. Now two of the attackers are there and only the one defender. So increase the defender, queen d8, queen g3, knight d7. Final piece, he has to develop it. So finally he developed the piece. Now rooks will able to connect if he just move the queen. But yes, a queen, rooks and everything has been connected. Bishop h6, attacking on this rook. Rook e8, and then knight d6, attacking on the rook, and there is no square to go except bishop takes d6, queen takes d6, and knight b6, offering the trade of queen. And here he played the move bishop f4, which is the slightly dubious move. Over here he should move the queen back. Why? Because the thumb rule in the chess says that if you are in the attacking position, in the attacking mode, don't go for the exchanges. And when black is offering an exchange, or maybe the white, any side is offering an exchange, which means it's good for that side. But after the move bishop f4, Kuke just simply takes it, and oopsie, and they go for the move bishop c4, pinning it, and there is no other option except taking it. So bishop takes c, knight takes c4. Now the knight is attacking the b2 pawn as well as the d6 bishop. So bishop f4, knight takes b2, rook a b1. Over here, black played the move rook e2 just to defend the knight, because if the knight will move, then the rook will takes on the b7 pawn. The one variation which pops up is like, okay, I will play the move knight d3. Now the white will play the move bishop h6 and b6. The pawn will be saved, right? But actually, after the move rook f d1, this knight is trapped. So that is the reason black played the move rook e2 just to defend it. In this position, white should play the move like a bishop c1 just to increase the pressure on this knight, or maybe the move bishop h6. These are the fine moves over here. But white played the bad move, rook fe1. Now over here, if you want, you can pause the video and find out the moves which just a two moves continuation, and over here white resigned the game. If you found the move, salute to you. And those who wants to see the answer, say rook takes e1, check. Rook takes e1, the only move, and then the move knight d3 is attacking both of the pieces. There's a knight fork, and over here he resigned. The idea behind, if the rook goes over here on e4 just to defend the f4 bishop, then the black will play the move pawn f5, and now the rook has to move and the knight will capture the bishop. That's it for today. Please comment on my video so that I can improve my content. And thank you so much for watching.